GPS is Gigi's personal services. She's an RV expert with over 3 decades of experience. Visit thervadvisor.com today.
This is the RV Advisor Podcast with your host, Tom Alexander. Get all the latest information, trends, advice from experts, stories from the road, and more in the world of recreational vehicles. Now, here's Tom.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the RV Advisor Podcast. I'm Tom Alexander. It's great to have our friends returning once again from Full Time Dream. It is Judy Kaleta and Ron Austin. And how are you, folks? It's been, we spoke with you last year, and you guys look like you're no worse for the wear. You're doing okay?
We're doing all right. We've been surviving the pandemic and everything, and adjusting to we took our mom out camping this year and stuff. Oh, yeah. So we're working now towards getting our camper modified a little bit better so she can join us on a few more trips, and we can do a few more things this year than we did last year.
Terrific. That's great. Well, little by little, we're getting there. It's a process. And I know some folks have had since we last spoke, a bunch of people have had their vaccinations, me included, and things are getting better. And that Bella was just in the frame there. She decided to take a run, but Bella is a puggle, which I learned is a part pug, part beagle. Yes. And how old is Bella?
She's 13 weeks old now.
13 weeks old. Yeah, great little dog. And so she's part of the family right now and kind of hanging out with you guys.
Training.
So are you still you're in the Buffalo area right now?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah, we're still at my mom's house, and we're going to be transitioning now to take her down to our house for the summer.
And that's where? That's
south of Buffalo. We're north of Buffalo right now, and we'll be south of Buffalo.
Okay. There she is. She's agreeing.
Known.
Yeah. She prefers north of Buffalo. That's what she said. She's but I speak puggle, I guess, apparently. I understood that. So, you guys have had certainly, a lot of places where you've gotten to go. And I know last year was threw a wrench in the works to some degree, and it did for a lot of folks. Can you tell us a little bit about some plans you might have for 2021?
Well, June, at the beginning of June, we're going to be going to a meetup with a bunch of other YouTube groups or channels. Mm-hmm. That's going to be the meetup on the Mohican, which is in Ohio.
Near Columbus. I forgot the little town that it's in.
Yeah.
But we'll be there for a week, and then kind of meandering around the Midwest a little bit. That's the plans right now to start with.
Oh, okay, great. Well, that's terrific. And I know that, and we're going to find out about this. I know that you've been able to monetize your YouTube presence, your YouTube channel.
Yeah, the millions are rolling in now.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I think you splurged on a new sweatshirt there, Ron.
This was from a part of there's a bunch of RVer channels that got together and raised money for a veterans organization. And what they did is they donated. We're able to get $10,000 together so that they can train a dog and a veteran who's in need of a service dog. So the $10,000 went into the training and all the veterinary care for that dog, and the help with the veteran. So we were able to do that. That's what this sweatshirt was from.
Excellent. Wow, that's great. That's great. And we want to find out more about the growing YouTube presence, and we'll do that right after we take a quick break. I'm speaking with Judy Kaleta and Ron Austin, the Full-Time Dream, and we'll take a part-time break, and we'll be back with the Full-Time Dream right after these words. RVACA is a charitable organization protecting the rights of RV owners. With your help, we'll work with dealers and manufacturers to ensure quality controls in place prior to delivery of an RV. Additionally, the RVACA provides assistance to disaster relief victims. Visit rvaca.org. We are back on the RV Advisor podcast. My guests are Judy Kaleta and Ron Austin from Full Time Dream. And we were talking about your growing YouTube presence. It's expanding. You're able to monetize it now, which is terrific. Do you know how many members you have? How many people are subscribers, I guess you should say? Do you know how many you have?
I think the last time we talked to you, we were only in the 600 range, and we've more than doubled that. We're up to 1320, a little bit over 1320 right now.
Wow, that's fantastic. That's great. So I know that you also help other sort of fledgling YouTubers kind of get started, right? And get things rocking and rolling. How's that been for you?
It's been fun meeting other people in the community and bringing the community together. And we started doing live streams every Wednesday, and we started talking about RVing. And then once we were monetized, we started pulling in smaller channels and trying to help them get into the community and recognized and help them build their YouTube channels. And it's been fun.
Yeah.
So the community's growing as well as us. So that's what the whole goal is for the community to grow and be able to thrive doing it too.
Right. Do you find that you're able to, when you get these other YouTubers, first timers or whatever, do they bring any interesting ideas along? Do they say, hey, maybe try this, try that, or are you the ones giving the advice?
Well, a little bit of both. We've gotten we've had some people that have helped us a great deal, and I hope that we've been able to help other people as much as we've been helped.
Yeah.
So both ways.
Yeah. And I know that you have a live stream too, right?
Yes.
Yep. That's what we do on the interviews.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's on Wednesdays?
Wednesdays at 7, so we'll be on tonight at 7.
Oh, okay. There you go. All right. So yeah, we record this on I should tell our viewers and listeners we're recording this on a Wednesday. It'll probably won't be on a Wednesday, but you can watch their live stream knowing that it's at 7 p.m. For future shows.
Eastern Standard Time.
That's Eastern Standard. Yes. So you folks in California, it's 4 o'clock your time. We won't go through all the time zones. You could figure it out.
Right.
There's only 4 of them. Well, I shouldn't say that. There's 4 in the continental United States. Alaska and Hawaii have their own time zones, but it's just way too much math to do on the show right now.
Yeah, surprisingly, we've done really well. We've had people come to our live streams from the Netherlands, from England, from
Australia,
from all over the place, all over the world.
It's kind of neat.
Yeah, it's interesting you bring that up, because I was talking with our guest coordinator, Neve Carey, who's on the show with us often at the end of the show, most of the time, in fact. And we were talking about expanding, the reach of the show. We've had guests on our podcast from Australia, from England, and folks that were on their way to South America. And it's not just an American or North American thing, or people think US, Canada, right? It's really expanding beyond that. And we said, wouldn't it be great to do the show from somewhere else at some point this year, and actually be in one of those countries doing the show and experience, because RVing is not just, it's thought of as an American thing, but it's expanding a lot, right?
Right. Yeah. In England, in England, they call it caravanning. So, it's something that I learned. I was saying RVing, and they call it caravanning, and then you kind of figure it out from there.
Yeah, how about that? And I know that, yeah, and there's a lot of great places to see all around the world, and doing it with an RV is, why not? What the heck? It's it's a cool way to do it. You could take your house with you. And so, what's next for you guys? I mean, are you looking at, I know you're gonna travel south of Buffalo, that is.
Right.
But do you have your sights set on any one big destination for 2021?
Right now, we're still trying to plan stuff out. I'm still working full time.
Mhm.
I'm
And
still taking care of my mom full time.
Yeah.
so we're kind of like stuck for a little bit here, but we're making plans to do things and making loop trips, type of going down and making our way around, going Midwest around back up into New York and going the other direction, someplace where we can.
We're also going to try to use our Harvest Host and our Boondockers Welcome memberships a lot more, and
Yeah.
even picking up some local places that we can shoot over for weekends and
Excellent.
be an hour away from home and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
no,
So-
that's terrific, because we I know we partner up with those folks, and they have a lot of great offers, and when you get to some of those fun, like, wineries and things that people stay at overnight or for a couple days, it's a special thing because it's so serene and quiet, and of course you get to sample the samples, right? You get
Right.
that.
And you don't have to drive anywhere.
That's
There's
right.
also a lot of different things like alpaca farms, and there's the
yeah.
alligator farm that's down in Florida.
Mhm.
There's a lot of places that they've got that you can go and check out, which is
Yeah,
is really
absolutely.
kinda nice.
Let folks know again where the best place they can find you.
Well, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and we're on YouTube as Full Time Dream.
Full Time Dream. There it is. Full Time Dream. It is Judy Kaleta. It is Ron Austin. Folks, thanks again so much for joining us. It's great to see you. And
Thank you, too.
yeah, and when third time we'll find you somewhere else. We won't. I mean, we can guarantee that you'll be in south of Buffalo, but maybe even somewhere.
We're gonna be getting out and about. We got some plans in the works. So
Excellent. Well, we'll check in with you again and look at a different wall behind you next time.
There you go.
You too.
Yeah. Well, this might. Hopefully it'll be a different. This is this is where I'm living right now. So. But and a best to Bella, and I'm sure Bella will be a lot bigger the next time we see her.
And maybe a little better trained too.
We'll see. Hopefully, you won't hear quite as much barking, but that's okay. Barking's a good thing. Ron, Judy, thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Take care and safe travels.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
We'll be back in just a moment.
Hey, RV owners and those thinking about owning. Want to maximize the fun and minimize the hassle of buying an RV? You need GPS. That's Gigi's Personal Service. Our $350 package gets you me, the expert advice, and a host of outstanding services. Visit thervadvisor.com.
Hi, everybody. We are back on the RV Advisor podcast. I'm Tom Alexander. And as always, I am joined by our good friend. There she is. It is Neve Carizacco, our guest coordinator. Hey, Neve.
Hi, how you doing?
Doing well, thank you. Doing well, and we've been busy.
We've been really busy.
We really have, with the new social media site, and a lot going on here in this first quarter of 2021. So, and I know that you had been busy with a lot of questions coming in.
Yes.
And I know you wanted to address that.
all outlets, social media outlets, and via email. I have people that reach out to me with questions. Obviously, because we are called the RV Advisor, a lot of them based on what type of RV should I buy? Hey, this is in my contract. Should it not be in my contract? And all the way down to, is this the best part for my toilet? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
As much as we try, or I try, get those questions to you for a Just Ask Gigi segment to just answer those questions online via video. I do suggest, if anyone feels they are, needing some extra help, some extra time would be necessary or required, we'll say, especially when purchasing an RV. I get a substantial amount of those questions, and I would highly suggest at that point looking into GPS, which is Gigi's Personal Services. She has years and years and years in the industry, and it would be the most beneficial, safe way to go about, purchasing an RV. She would be able to go through what type of RV would suit you, what type of truck you need if it's a trailer, all the way down to the contract. She would look over the contract. She could negotiate on your behalf, so on and so forth. So there is some items that cannot be addressed or cannot be helped via a very short video that we do put up. There is a lot of them I try get out there just for the public. But yeah, if just so the viewer knows that if it's anything that's a little more detailed, try look into contacting us. Same email, you can even use my email, ncarey@thervadvisor.com. I can get you to the right person within the RV Advisor team. But yeah, I think it would be very beneficial to just know that if you have something a little more complex, that GPS is the way to go.
Terrific. That's good advice, good news to know. And again, that email for Neve is ncarey@thervadvisor.com, ncarey@thervadvisor.com. That's also where you can contact Neve if you're interested in coming on the podcast yourself. We love to hear from RV owners and enthusiasts, as well as folks that are in the RV industry and are interested in hopping on with us and sharing all the good work that they do as well. So we're interested in all of it. And Neve, we'll see you again on Friday.
Sure thing, Tom. Thank you.
All right. For Neve Carey-Zacco, I'm Tom Alexander. This is the RV Advisor Podcast. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. See you next time. So long, everybody.